Hey y'all, what's happening? Welcome back to another episode of Foodies and Friends on Fox Local. You know that we are in the official preview period of EatDrinkHTX. And you know, our journey has brought us to one of the most iconic locations in Houston. It's not a restaurant, but wait until you see the food. Of course, we're here at the River Oaks Theater right here on West Gray in River Oaks. Sitting next to me is the artistic director, Rob Salcedo. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me on.
He probably doesn't know what he's gotten himself into right now because we go a little crazy during these episodes. He's like, I've never seen these ladies go crazy about food. But, you know, we're so grateful because EatDrinkHTX is happening February 15th through the 28th. It is supporting the Houston Food Bank and kids' meals. Now there is another time of year to enjoy dining out and doing good. You don't have to wait until August every year. Last 2 weeks of February, this is the sister event to Houston Restaurant Weeks, supporting casual dining spots. And so River Oaks Theater has the executive chef, Tim, reading next door at Leo's. They've got an incredible kitchen, and we figured, why don't we go take a look at some of these menu items?
Yes, please. Let's look in.
So we're going to hear all about the history of the theater. We're going to talk about the food because I think a lot of people are going to be very interested in seeing these dishes.
Yeah, no, I think we're going to surprise a lot of people with the food we serve at the River Oaks.
I think so too. All right, let's go right over to the Foodie Cam. The very, very first time at the River Oaks Theater in their 85-year history, y'all, they're serving food for the first time. What are we looking at?
So we're looking at some of our appetizers here. We have our pretzel bites, which is one of our most popular items at the River Oaks Theater. These little pretzel nuggets are covered with melted butter, salt, and are served with beer cheese. Just an amazing appetizer. And of course, our staple, popcorn. You can't go wrong with some popcorn. We have two cocktails here, and the first is up is Burning Daylight. That's the pink one you see in the back. It features a jalapeno blanco tequila base, some simple syrup, some sherry. We also have Be Better Than the Gap, which is the one you see in the forefront. That's a bourbon, sugar cube, and orange peel. Both delicious drinks.
Yeah, and you know, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the other menu items, and because I want to make sure people know that you can come to the River Oaks Theater. You can have an amazing time. You can get your favorite cocktail. You can get a beer. You can even get a really nice glass of wine.
Yes. You
can get that popcorn that we know that we all dream about. You can get the pretzel bites, but you're also going to get some really, really, really incredible entrees because you guys have this connected kitchen.
Yes, we share a kitchen with Leo's River Oaks, share an amazing chef, Tim Reading. And so the food you're going to get at the River Oaks is not your theater staples. You know, we still have the popcorn, we still have the candy, you know, the sodas, but you're going to be able to come with an appetite and fill that appetite up with some amazing food.
Yeah, and not the traditional theater food, right?
No, and the best part is you never even have to leave your seat. We have buttons at each of the tables. You press that button, a server will come by and take your order, and then they'll drop off your check when the movie's over. So you never have to go up and wait at the concessions or wait at the bar. You can have the food and the drinks delivered right to your seat while you're watching the movie.
Yeah, and that was, I think, a part of the big renovation that you guys did last fall.
Correct.
That, you know, we heard so much about. I think the theater was closed down for a while.
Yeah, it was closed in 2021. Spent, you know, almost 3 years closed. And during that time, Culinary Concepts did some amazing work renovating the theater. The skeleton, the structure of the theater is all the same. You know, if you fell in love with the theater's Art Deco style, don't worry, it's still there. But brand new seats, brand new tables, brand new projection and sound. It really, truly is an amazing space to see a movie and an amazing space to eat some great food.
Yeah, and brand new menus. And, you know, we're so thankful for the renovation because this truly is a very special spot here in Houston. And we can't let these places go, you know?
It's been so amazing talking to guests who've come back to the theater since we reopened, and they'll be telling me about the time they watched a movie as a kid, 70 years ago, and now they're watching that same movie at the theater again, and it's
with their grandkids.
Exactly, it blows my mind. You know, It's so important, this theater's legacy to Houston, its place in the cultural scene. And I'm just so honored to be a part of Culinary Concepts and bringing this theater back to the community.
Yep. Well, we're honored that you guys are participating in Eat Drink HTX, supporting the Houston Food Bank and Kids Meals. It's kind of like Houston supporting Houston, isn't it?
Of course. Yeah, no. I mean, we all have to stick together. We all support each other, and we have to do our part to lift up the community.
Yep, absolutely. All right, let's go back to the foodie cam. Believe it or not, the food is the star of the show here at River Oaks Theater right here on West Gray. And oh boy, we're getting into the goodies now. What are we looking at?
This is one of our new items that we're launching for this special weeks. It's a pimento cheese dip with some firecracker crackers. And so, you can dip into this cheese, spread on your crackers, and enjoy a delectable appetizer before your main entree arrives.
Love that. And, you mentioned how all of these dishes are actually delivered to your seat. And so talk a little bit about that process of is it a push button? Yeah.
So there's a button under each of the tables. You press that button and our servers get a little ping that alerts them that somebody needs an order that needs to be picked up. So our servers are trained to be like ninjas. They go through the theater, crouch down. They take your order very silently to not disturb the movie. And then they'll bring the food to you while you watch the film. So, a lot of times these movies, they're a little long, but you don't want to miss any of it. You're engrossed in the film. And so, the idea of having to go out to the concession stand, pick up this food or your drink, it's a thing of the past. Now you can watch the entire movie, enjoy it without missing a beat, and enjoy this delicious pimento cheese dip.
You mentioned a term I was quite fond of just now. You mentioned ninja servers.
Yes.
Ninja servers.
No, we're very keen on making sure that the theatrical experience is preserved.
I love it.
We don't want you to have to worry about missing the film or being disturbed in any way if we can avoid it. So our servers do a really great job of being as quiet as possible.
Okay, I would take this home in a jar.
Yes, it's so
I would
good.
literally order this, put it in a jar, and put it in my bag and go home with it. Wait, stop. No.
No, this is Chef Tim and his team's work. It's it tastes great. It looks great. It's an amazing addition to our menu.
Okay. That is a Chef Tim creation right there. Shout out Chef Tim, because this is incredible. And then these, they look like they have little cheese on it almost. Yeah.
Yeah. It's the firecracker crackers.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Just outstanding, really. I mean, I would probably order this every single time if I was coming here and I knew that this was on the menu.
Well, the good news is you have 2 weeks to come back to the theater and order as many times as possible.
Yes, because this is a special exclusive.
Exactly.
But sometimes, what happens is, especially during Eat, Drink, and then Houston Restaurant Weeks in August, sometimes the restaurants do sample a new dish because they're bringing so many new customers in, and then sometimes it finds a home on the menu.
So yeah, if you come to the theater and you try this and you like it, let us know. We're constantly getting great feedback from our guests, letting us know what they like on our menu and what they want to see more of. So please, if you come and try this and you enjoy it, you want to see that in a permanent part of the menu, sound off and let us know via social media or email.
Well, I'm making my first official vote right here, voting for this to stay on the menu. All right, let's go back to the foodie cam. We're here at River Oaks Theater. Oh boy, now we're on to the burgers. Now we're talking some business, Rob.
So yeah, this is a twist on our burger staple. We've been offering burgers since we reopened in October, but this is a brand new burger. It's the Mighty Oak Burger. It has a fig jam, soft brie, crispy bacon, and arugula. And look at that mighty burger. This is definitely going to fill your appetite when you watch a movie, and it's perfect for the rodeo season. We're gearing up. Of course, the whole city of Houston's gearing up for rodeo season. And we want to offer up a burger that fits that vibe and that aesthetic.
Yeah, you need a big burger. This is Texas. This is Houston.
Everything's bigger in Texas, including the burgers.
Everything is bigger in Texas. Everything deserves to be bigger in Texas. We want a big burger in a movie theater. We're going to get a big burger in the movie theater. Yeah,
no, of course. And, the great news is this is going to be a perfect warm up to our March programming, which is going to be all rodeo themed.
Oh,
and so, if you're a fan of rodeo season, you come to the theater. We're going to be showing, classic Westerns like The Searchers, The Good and the Bad, the Ugly, country Western movies like Urban Cowboy and Pure Country.
Oh my goodness.
So we got some great stuff on the screen and we got some great stuff in your belly.
So you guys kind of go into, it sounds like a seasonal showing. So let's talk about that, because I think that's super interesting. So rodeo is going to be a rodeo theme you just
Mhm.
mentioned. And then what are some of the other seasonal showings?
So right now we're in February, and so
Mhm.
the entire month is dedicated to romantic movies. And so we've got things like Casablanca, The Princess Bride, Amelie showing. We're showing great romances, but we also show new releases as well, of course.
Mhm.
So we're showing Love Hurts, this new action romantic comedy
Mhm.
this weekend. I'm Still Here, which is a Brazilian film that was nominated for an Academy Award for Best International Picture and Best Actress.
Mhm.
And then in a couple of weeks, we're opening up The Monkey, which is the scary movie from the mind of Stephen King and the director of Longlegs, Osgood Perkins. So a lot of great new releases, a lot of great classic films, a lot of live events too. We've got burlesque shows, we've got magic shows.
Well, we better have some good food for the burlesque shows.
Of course,
I
yeah.
mean, and what's interesting is you guys show current
Mhm.
titles and then also historic titles. Is that
Mhm.
something that all movie theaters do, or is that something that's unique to you
That's
guys?
something we really lean into,
Mhm.
more so than any other theater in Houston. We really want to have a diverse slate of films and events in any given month. We only have 3 screens, but you wouldn't think it based on how many movies and events we do per week. In any given week, we're showing 8 to 10 different movies a week, and a lot of different live events. And the best part is, if you're like, oh, how do we choose what to go see?
Mhm.
You don't have to, because we have for this great program called Cinema Savant, where you pay $20 a month and you get to come back and see as many movies as you want that month, only paying the online booking fee. So that's $2.30 for your ticket. It's a great affordable way to see a bunch of movies with very little money.
I really wish you had not told me that. I really just wish. Well, you're just going to be seeing a lot more.
Well, that's okay. We got a lot of pimento
me.
cheese dip.
Well, I mean, you get, how to get me in the door. But I think it's so interesting because you guys really have a very special connection with the city.
Mhm.
And showing these old movies like
Mhm.
Rocky Horror Picture
Sure, of
Show,
course.
that's here.
Mhm.
Everybody, our whole production staff is going crazy over that. They're already making their plans. But it's the kind of thing where a couple from a
Mhm.
different generation,
Mhm.
they would certainly expect to be able to see a movie that was made in the 50s or the
Oh, of
60s
course.
here, and they wouldn't not necessarily assume that they would be able to do that somewhere else.
We had this sold out screening of Roman Holiday, the Audrey Hepburn, Gregory Peck film this past Sunday. It was amazing going into the theater and seeing, older people, younger people, couples, people by themselves, just an amazingly diverse group of people all gathered to watch a single movie, the round of applause once the movie started and the movie ended. It's that kind of experience you don't get anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it makes my heart swell to be a part of this.
I can tell. I mean, I can feel the emotion and the passion. And that's really what is just so special, I think, about this city and this theater in particular is so many memories, so many happy places for so many people.
Of course.
And all of this incredible food too.
No, yeah, that's the best part is that you come see a great movie, you eat some great food, you have some great drinks, whether it's wine or a cocktail or a beer, a soda. You're enjoying this amazing atmosphere, and you're doing it in a historic theater that looks unlike any other movie theater in the city. I mean, when you sit in that main auditorium and you see that Art Deco, the sculptures and the
takes
design,
you back.
Yeah, you feel like you've traveled back in time.
Yeah, totally. And then now you guys are supporting the community because this is, same restaurant group, State Fair, Liberty Kitchen, Leo's, Epicure Cafe, River Oaks Theater. All of these concepts, with the exception of Leo's, are participating in EatDrinkHTX, and you guys are taking care of your community.
Well, we wouldn't be where we are today if not for the community. So you have to give back.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we've got another item to show you guys. I've been looking forward not to seeing this, but actually to eating it. So I would like to go to the foodie cam because I've been hearing about these tots.
Yes.
Tell me about the tots.
These are our tachos. You're seeing some sour cream, some wok, beer cheese, pickled jalapenos, all over a base of tater tots. This goes back to this rodeo theme that we're doing. It's the perfect entree. You're gonna want to eat all of you're clean your plate up with this in front of you.
And fun.
It's very fun.
Something a little different. Like you could edit it and it could be a kid's.
Oh, for sure.
Dish.
100%. Yeah. It's this great fusion of like cultures and taste, it's like the perfect representation of Texas and the melting pot that this state is.
Yep. Now, I walked in here, Rob, and I'm about to cut this burger because I got to give our viewers a little view of this tastiness because I can see it. I walked in here, and so we're in a little private theater. I didn't know these little private theaters existed, but as soon as I walked in here, my mom brain, I have a 9-year-old son, my mom brain, I'm like, oh, this is a wonderful place for kids' birthday parties.
Of course, yeah.
Do you guys do that?
We do. The room we're sitting in is our VIP lounge, and it's available to rent out for birthday parties, karaoke parties. We've done corporate events, Christmas parties. We did a bunch of those in December, and it's very affordable. Depending on the day of the week and the time of the day you want, our pricing adjusts. But it's a great way for people to rent out a room, watch a movie on our screen, and enjoy all this food that you've been seeing brought to your room. Because every event, every room has a dedicated server that is just taking care of your events.
Fig.
Yeah. It's great, right? That's sweet and savory.
I've never had fig on a burger before.
Now you're never going to not be able to have fig.
I think it belongs on the burger, Rob. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's
always good. What a special experience though, to be able to, talking about those grandparents, then they can maybe attend a birthday party for their grandchildren at this theater. And maybe they met at the theater. And I mean, do you have anniversaries?
We do. We have engagements. We had a wedding in January. An elopement happened right outside our theater underneath the marquee.
That's so sweet.
It was amazing. It was, we were all wiping away our tears watching this happen.
I'm sure. Now, and we're looking behind too. So just talking about the customizable nature, like let's say I wanted to have a meeting or some kind of corporate training.
Yeah.
What are some of the ways that you guys can help out and assist and make the experience as memorable and wonderful?
We can do it in our main auditoriums, any of our smaller auditoriums as private room. We provide state-of-the-art sound and lighting. So you're not just going into a dark movie theater. We have spotlights, we have microphones, PA systems, curtains that open and close. But we can also, if their client is interested, customize our marquee to put a messaging on the marquee for your corporate event. And, that's certainly
the iconic River Oaks Theater marquee. You can customize it.
We sure can.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all are just thinking of everything.
We want to be a service to the community. We want to, like as we're doing for the this event, we want to give back to the community, and we want to be able to be a part of the community for the next 85 years. And a big part of that is, just working with our fans and our guests to do whatever they want to do and do it at this theater.
Okay. We're going to have to talk about something serious right now. Okay. Very serious. This is very serious food. Okay. This, I want to just explain. I would recommend coming here just for this dish, really. Like, the movie is amazing and everything, for sure. This dish is truly outstanding. When I said tots, please don't misunderstand. These are very large, beautiful, wonderful concoctions of potato and cheese and cream and meat and guac and onion.
It's like a Texas
and everything. Thought. It is truly an outstanding dish. I haven't had anything like this before. Is this on your regular menu?
No, it's a brand new addition to our menu from Chef Tim and his team.
Okay. Can I vote, please?
Okay.
Can I submit an extra vote?
Okay.
Because this is truly an outstanding dish. This is a dish I will talk about. And there's your menu. So these are some of the options that you guys are going to have when you visit the River Oaks Theater and you participate in Eat, Drink, HTX. Rob, do you prefer folks when they get to the theater and let's say they know that they'd like the Eat, Drink, HTX menu, when is a good time for them to mention? Do they say it when they're getting their ticket? Do they say it to their server?
As soon as they sit down, all they need to do is press that button under their table. The server will come by and they just need to let them know, hey, we would like the Eat, Drink, HTX menu. We actually have QR codes on all of our tables that you can scan them and you can look at our full menu. And at the top of our menu is going to be the specific HTX, Eat, Drink, HTX menu.
Thank you for doing that.
So you'll see that the very first thing you see when you look at our menu is going to be this specific specials menu.
That's really wonderful. And, the diners really they do really appreciate that effort, because they can see it's Houston supporting Houston, and that really resonates, and it really does make a difference. And, it's nice too, also for the staff, because I like to explain it's kind of a buy one, get one.
Of course.
You're literally feeding people. You're feeding people right here, but then somebody who really needs the help,
it's all going to the Houston Food Bank,
is getting the help that you are providing. So that's something that's really important, I think, for people to know and appreciate. I hear we've got another foodie camp,
because it's the rodeo hot dog. It has our special ROT sauce, secret sauce, crispy onion, and some beer cheese. And so, this is definitely inspired by rodeo season. And it's also a brand new addition to our menu. It's a twist on our standard Houston dog that we normally serve, but with that extra little rodeo flair.
Chef Tim is just having too much fun back there.
Oh, he is. Yeah.
I mean, he must be just really fun to work with, because you're coming out with, hot dogs like this and burgers with the fig. Now I've got to bring a can or a jar of fig with me everywhere I go, because it makes the burger so much better. I mean, who would have thought? I never would have thought to put fig on a burger.
Chef Tim's doing incredible work with his team in the kitchen, and the stuff that he's putting out on our menu, both here and at Leo's, is just some of the most delicious food I've ever had. Yeah,
for sure. Now, if you haven't been to the River Oaks Theater before, I'm going to ask you, put you on the spot.
Okay.
What would be a good first outing? Would it be a group event, one of your live events, or would it just be, hey, just come on out and bring a friend and come on a Wednesday night?
Sure. Well, I mean, I guess it really depends on what you're looking for. I always recommend the Rocky Horror Picture Show, because that's an experience that is part of the Houston legacy. We've been doing it at the River Oaks for many years. It sells out in advance, so you want to grab your tickets early. But, coming out, you have to stay up till midnight, but it's worth it, because you're not going to fall asleep. It's that live interactive experience that you know and love, with a shadow cast on stage, acting out the movie in front of the film. Props, your ticket comes with a bag of props that you can use to interact with the film. So Rocky Horror is definitely one of the iconic River Oak experiences. But, we have so many great live events, too. In December, we had a Christmas concert with the guy who plays Hamilton on stage on Broadway. He's from Houston, Trey Curtis, and he came down and performed a Christmas concert here. We just, this past weekend, had a sold-out live flamenco show with dancers from Spain who came out and performed. So we're always doing some amazing live events. We have filmmaker Q&As. This upcoming Monday, we have Delaney Buffett, the daughter of Jimmy Buffett, who's the film director now, and she's directing a film and is bringing it to the theater on Monday. And on Thursday, the 13th of February, we're showing My Way, The Way, which is a film made about the Camino Real in Spain, that mission pilgrimage, and the director, filmmaker from Australia, will be here for a Q&A. So many events happening on any given day at the River Oaks.
So many events, and I love all of that extra information about all the live events, because I really didn't know that there were so many other opportunities to come here and have a great experience. Y'all are really buckling up and ready for the future, baby. I mean, I'm telling you. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This is my kind of hot dog.
It's a great hot dog.
You have a fun job.
I do. I tell people, like, oh, they're like, you're always at work. Well, it's hard to not be at work when you have a job as fun as this.
I mean, very, very, very fun. It seems like you are, very good at thinking of things to do and explaining things and really passing your passion on to everyone around you. So I applaud you for that.
Well, thank you. I mean, it's just such an honor to be a part of the River Oaks history. Just a small part of this theater's history is, a great achievement that I'm very proud of.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, and congratulations to the whole group, Culinary Concepts. Thank you so much for your support of the community, the Houston Food Bank, and Kids Meals. Remember, y'all, this event is only 2 weeks long. It's not HRW. You don't have 5 weeks, so don't wait. Go now to the restaurant that you want to try out their menu. Of course, February 15th through the 28th, you can check out all of the menus on our website, EatDrinkHTX.com. And remember, all of those daily gift card giveaways are still going on from February 1st through the 28th. All you have to do is tag a few friends for your chance to win a $50 gift card, which is basically dinner for two.
Of course.
That's always so fun. I love doing those promotions. And of course, we have all of our incredible episodes of Foodies and Friends available on the Fox Local app. This month of February, we will be shooting 4 original episodes every single week. highlighting the incredible restaurants around our city that are helping us to support the city and also helping everybody to dine out and do good. That does it for me. I've got this hot dog to eat. They're not going to let me out the door. They already told me I have to eat the whole thing. So I've got to go. Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for your support. And we'll see you guys on another episode of Foodies and Friends on